Hi there, happy Tuesday. Today's topic is one that I'm sure, we've all heard of before, but it can be the hardest one. So, when it comes to relationships and not getting what you want out of the relationships, especially when it comes to types of communication, communication styles, verbiage, mood, like all of those things when it comes to how we communicate with those that we're in relationship with. And again, this is as with all of these tips, when we're talking about relationships, it's not one type, it's all of the types professional, personal, intimate. It really doesn't matter. Relationships are relationships are relationships. And when it comes to this tip, it is no different. And so, what we are talking about today is modeling the behavior that you want to see in the other. And oh, do I get it that this one is hard? Oh, do I get it? Right? That there's the yeah, but it's hard for me to do this when they do this, or it's when they come at me like this, then I have to go back, or it's not fair that I'm the only one putting any energy into this, and all of those things, right? But the bottom line here is number one, we can't ask other people to do things that we're not willing to do ourselves. It's when we're talking about fair, that is not fair, right? Like we do have to be able to model the behavior that we want to see in them. And if we're unable to do it, how on earth are we supposed to expect them to do it without being on the receiving end, without feeling what it's like, without seeing your work and your struggle to do it? And, like it's just so incredibly important that we can't possibly ask someone else to do something for us that we are not willing to do ourselves, for ourselves and for them. So, number one, modeling behavior. First of all, that again, that is the most fair thing for focusing on fair that you can do is be the first one to do it and to do it consistently. Secondly, what it does do for you, if you believe that this communication style, no matter what it is, if it's like validating, if it's, asking first before giving advice, if it's not raising your voice, if it's not being, like no name calling, if it's, not bringing the past into the conversation, whatever these things are that you're asking for of the other person that isn't serving you, isn't healthy, just escalates things and makes things worse, then if you truly believe that, then it's irrelevant what the other person brings you. It is absolutely irrelevant what the other person brings you. So what we're talking about here is you being able to walk away from the conversation with pride, knowing that you have done everything that in your power and that you can do, and that is best and healthiest for the relationship, for yourself, and for them. And that pride can be enough to get us past this idea of yeah, but, right? So, one, don't ask anything of anyone else that you're not willing to do yourself. And two, make sure that, that it needs to be consistent. It needs to be, because in order for anyone to feel the difference, it can't just be like, tried it once, it didn't work. No, it has to be consistent for a long period of time, that every single interaction has this for weeks and weeks. We need to make it a new habit. And then once you are consistent, they can do this. But if you are consistent and they're doing this, they will eventually either meet you where you are, they will start to notice the difference and want to be a part of that difference. Or if you are consistent and they're still doing this, maybe it's a compatibility issue. Maybe that relationship isn't healthy for you. But without trying this first, you don't really know if it can make a difference. So again, when we're talking about wanting to see other people in our lives treat us differently, it's important to model the behavior, even when they don't, be consistent with it and push through the uncomfortableness, because no matter how hard it is for you to be able to do this, it is as hard or more hard for them, because you have the belief this is healthy, they might not. So it's, if you can't do it, they certainly can't do it. So make sure you're modeling the behavior that you want to see. Do it consistently regardless of them. And then if things don't change after an extended period of time of consistency, that's when it's time to reassess the relationship to begin with. So that's today's tip. As always, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know what you want me to talk about next. Have a wonderful day.